Salutations, mortals and children of the night. I'm the Vampire Otaku, and this is episode 2 of You Should Read, where I persuade you to read something that might not be on your radar or something that you're on the fence about. Consider this a gentle push. So the manga that I want you to read in today's episode is Complex Age. It is a 6-volume series that is about cosplay and about acceptance, accepting how people are going to judge you, how your age may affect your hobby and affect the way that others view you, and accepting yourself. These are what the 6 volumes look like. I think the art is spectacular. Here's the back. Volume 2. And they're a good size. Let me show you better than that. They're a good size. And it's a lot of content inside. There's like notes from the mangaka. And also like a glossary of like words inside to help you understand some of the meanings behind the phrases. It's a very fun story to read, and even though it's only 6 volumes, it's a very full story. Like when you're done reading it, you feel satisfied. You feel like you've really gotten an amazing story. I can't praise the ending enough. The beginning is a little rough because the main character is kind of difficult to enjoy. I mean, she's not really the best person, but she learns and grows and has a connection with her friends that's beautiful and undeniable. So let's talk about this story. Alright, so this manga is called Complex Age by Yui Sakuma, who was born in 1986. They are known for other series such as Thunderbolt Fantasy and First Love. We gotten neither one of those in the States, so I don't know much about those series, but if they're half as good as Complex Age, they're amazing. So this series started off as a one-shot and is categorized as a seinen. The one-shot started in May of 2013 and it won a Tetsuya Prize. It later got serialized in May of 2014. The series wrapped up in June of 2015. Licensed by Kodansha, it has a total of 6 volumes, with the one-shot sprinkled throughout the volumes, which I thought was really good and was really well done for the pacing of the story and just character development, and it almost didn't feel like a one-shot. It felt like it was set up as memories, and it just built a very strong connection between the main character Nagisa and her parents. So just very well done. This story is a love note to cosplayers and those who struggle with being their most authentic self, whether from judgmental family or critical coworkers or narrow-minded society. If My Dress Up Darling, the other manga that's really good, it also has a really good anime. I wasn't a fan of it at first, but as I gave it more of a chance, it grew on me. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, My Dress Up Darling has too much fan service for you, or you want to read about adult characters with adult experiences, please give this manga a read. The characters, along with the dialogue and subject matter, make this manga amazing. This manga is very heavy at times, so reading it straight through can be a chore, but not in a bad way. It's not like it's boring. It's just like you read a chapter and you're like, whoa, like this character is going through it. It's just drama heavy, like Nana, or like, you know, a lot of shoujos that I like are, you know, very drama heavy. This one, even though it's a seinen, you know, it's full of drama and just really smooth and accurate character development. Our main character is Nagisa Katsuura. She's 26 years old, and she was never good at making friends and ironically very critical, even though it hurts her that people are critical of her. She's a perfectionist, and she's mostly just critical of others' cosplays, but she slowly works on being kinder. She is a quick learner and learns how to sew and make clothes quickly. Despite being very good at what she does, she hides her passions from others out of fear. She struggles to separate work life from her passion. Nagisa is a character that I had to warm up to. When I first started reading about her, I didn't like her that much. And her being the main character, I didn't even want to hear about her anymore because she's kind of mean, you know? She's kind of a hardened personality. But the way she softens up and the way that she connects with other people is so worth the ride. It's so worth learning more about her character and her experiences. Okay, so the next character is Kimiko Baba. She is Nagisa's best friend. Kimiko is a very bright, kind character who introduced the world of cosplay to Nagisa. Kimiko befriended Nagisa when she saw Nagisa reading a manga that she herself enjoyed. Kimiko is really good at photography and takes tons of pictures of Nagisa and other cosplayers. I won't try to spoil too much. Explaining this, I spoil a little bit, but I just want to make sure that you understand what kind of story you're reading and you're interested in it, because it's well worth your time. The next character is Hayama. She's a very complex character, pun intended. She was Nagisa's manager, and she was pretty strict on Nagisa, who would make mistakes at work often and come into the office yawning. Hayama by chance sees Nagisa in cosplay. Nagisa, terrified to be judged by her manager, discovers that Hayama also cosplays. The two become friends almost instantly. Hayama later gets criticized so badly at work once they find her Twitter that she quits her job. She got really depressed and gained weight. Later, with the help of her friends, Nagisa and others, she gets in shape and starts to enjoy life again. It hurt her so much to be judged by her coworkers and treated just really poorly that she couldn't stand to be around them anymore in the office, and she quit and just kind of completely closed herself up. And she stopped doing what she loved, and she just completely introverted. And that was a really sad part to read, because I've been there. Like, I know what it feels like to be so sad that not even your passions and your hobbies can make you smile anymore, and you almost feel like a fraud. Like, you feel imposter syndrome even if you're really skilled at what you do. And it's very tough to come out of that, and a lot of times people can't do it on their own. And this manga portrays how powerful and how important friendship is when you feel at your lowest points. So that was amazing to read. The next character is Aya Karihara, who is new to cosplaying. Her small height and cuteness makes Nagisa envious of her, because she thinks Aya looks better as her favorite characters than she does. Aya actually idolizes Nagisa and wants to become a better cosplayer. She is to learn a lot. She has to learn how to do makeup, wear a wig, pose, and embody the character that she's dressed as. She has a hard time learning all these things. She's like the opposite of Nagisa, who learns quickly and who is a perfectionist. Aya just wants the final product. She wants to look like the character that she enjoys, but she doesn't have the experience to really embody that. She has the passion, and slowly Nagisa helps her, with her goals, and they become friends through the way. The fun fact about this manga is the characters used for some of the cosplays are from the video game Danganronpa. And you can tell, if you played that game or you've watched the anime, you'll recognize the characters, and it's really fun. And the mangaka gives thanks to the staff and team from the game, and it's really cute. I love it when you're in a manga, when you're reading a manga, and the mangaka gives credit to other sources, and it's almost like they hang out or they're friends and they're enjoying each other's work. Like, I love the fact that the creator of Final Fantasy is a big fan of Naruto, and that's why in Final Fantasy 15 Noctis looks like Sasuke, because he's paying homage to a show that he really enjoys. I love the way these mangas and animes and video games and etc. connect, and they're friends. Like JoJo, the creator of JoJo Araki, he became friends with the creator of Fist of the North Star back in the day, as back in the 80s. Big muscle-bound characters were the most popular characters to have in your series, and the JoJo characters were very similar to the North Star characters, so I love that type of thing. Okay, I love the characters in this manga. There aren't a lot of characters, but the characters that are there are super realistic. They have full, interesting stories and unique personalities. They also tied the one shot in a way that not only gave us Nagisa's parents' backstories and gave the characters themselves more depth, but it also showed why the parents were the way that they were with Nagisa, and it helped explain in an indirect way, but a more potent way, the relationship that they had. I enjoyed the bond between the characters, the drama, the sisterhood, and the ending was very satisfying, as if it were nicely wrapped in a bow. I also enjoy this series because it tackles subjects in a way that is creative and strategic. Not being able to share your passion with others is the ongoing theme. The question, how old is too old for certain hobbies? And as you age, seeing others leave you all alone in your hobby. This manga also shows how cruel and judgmental people can be, but it also shows the beauty of connecting with others who just get it. They just understand the hobby. They understand how difficult it is to share with others, and that brings your bond so much closer. It's a tight-knit society, in Japan for cosplayers when it comes to going to Comic-Cons and other conventions such as those. So it was very detailed. You could tell that the mangaka really did their research to understand the world of cosplay. I feel like it's a lot more detailed than My Dress Up Darling, and I can tell more research was put into it. And also you just get to dig into the characters deeper. Like, I enjoy this a lot more than My Dress Up Darling. My Dress Up Darling is fun, but if you are a cosplayer or if you're interested in cosplay, Complex Age is the story that will really make you feel seen, heard, and understood. And it might also make you feel angry because you might feel judged, in your own right. Or it might make you confused. Like, I don't worry about judgment. My parents don't care that I do this, or my friends, and coworkers don't care that, on the weekends I dress up as a Power Ranger or a Sailor Scout or whatever. In America, our society is judgmental, but I think in a different way than Japan. So it's interesting to see their perspective, and if their perspective can in a way connect with yours if you're a cosplayer. If you're not, there's a lot to learn in this series. Even though it's only 6 volumes, there's a lot of information in it, and it's not an information dump. It's very subtle, and over time, like by the time you get to volume 3, you understand so many phrases from cosplayers. You understand so many situations. You understand posing and sewing and making props, and understanding that your props can't be made out of metal. They have to be made of foam or wood or something that's a little less dangerous for the convention. You understand how hot it gets when you're in your costume, or how uncomfortable the costume can be. So it's a lot of detail inside. One more quick look at the art. In the first volume, just like to showcase how good the story looks. So right here, you can see the height difference between Nagisa and Aya, and how Nagisa believes that Aya is the much cuter cosplayer and fits the character that she likes more. Yeah, by the way, Nagisa is very tall. In this 2-page panel, you can see cosplayers dressed up as Attack on Titan characters. So they pay homage to a lot of different characters in this story, which I think is beautiful. Last but not least, you can see her working on the cosplay in the very beginning of the book, and the sewing machine, the way she's holding the fabric. It's all very accurate and very well illustrated. Hello, if you made it this far, tell me, are you a cosplayer? Do you want to cosplay? Are there any characters that you've always wanted to look like, or you wanted to dress up as? If you are a cosplayer, let me know in the comments below what cosplays you're going to do next, and what cosplays have you done? What are your favorite things to wear? If you make your own cosplays, what are your favorite things to do? I'm a cosplayer myself, and my favorite thing to do is making props. That shield on the wall back there, that is something that I made a few years ago. I had a lot of fun with it, and it made me realize that making my own, even if it's not perfect, is such a satisfying feeling. Just because you don't make your own cosplay doesn't make you any less of a cosplayer. It just makes you a different type of cosplayer. Some people cosplay for the art, for the work, for the creative process, if you will. Others cosplay because they really enjoy wearing the clothes. You know, they enjoy the way that they fit. They enjoy looking like their character. They enjoy being the character. Every cosplayer has their strength and weakness. I'm not the best at wigs. I'm not the strongest at sewing, but I can make a sword, I can make a shield, I can make armor. I have a sewing machine, and I am getting better with it, but it's just not my strong suit. So thanks for watching the video. Please like, please subscribe, and comment down below. I'm really curious and I'm really interested. Later.